Now cross over to Eldoret, where my colleague Steve Keter is on standby just to get some reactions from Kenyans on that side of this country. What is the mood like? How are they feeling? Steve, you can hear me. What are Kenyans in Eldoret saying on the ground?
Yes, Julian, sir. The former president Mwai Kibaki is credited to have brought a lot of reforms in different sectors, and agriculture being one of them. And as you know, Eldoret is by de facto the headquarters of the North Rift region, which is largely driven by agriculture as its main economy. So we'll have to listen to the residents here and see how they remember former President Mwai Kibaki. Mama, if you can move closer. You can tell us your name na unakumbuka aje, songa hapa tu. Unakumbuka aje Rais Mwai Kibaki?
Mimi kwa majina Eldoret teacher. Ninakumbuka Kibaki, mzee Kibaki, pole kwanza kwa kuwaka kwake. Ninakumbuka kwa ajili ya watoto walikuwa wakitunalipa. Baada hapo akatoa masomo ya bure, na ya pili maneno ilikuwa yani ngumu. Pesa ilikuwa yani volume yake ilikuwa chini, lakini kama saa hii sukari tunanunua kwa 130 150, na wakati ya saa hii kwa maneno ya shamba tunanunua fertilizer kwa 6,000, na mambo ilikuwa ngumu sana. Nyakati hiyo ilikuwa rahisi sana, na tunafikiria ya kwamba president mwenye atakashika president ya 5 hatatusaidia ili mambo iende chini kama jinsi vile Kibaki alikuwa akifanya.
Na we mama, wakati alikuja, wakati akiwa rais, amewahi kuja hapa, umewahi muona akiwa rais?
Akiwa rais nimeshamuona Eldoret huu. Amekuwa akitutembelea mara kwa mara, tunamshukuru.
Asante sana. To you, your name and please tell us, how do you remember the former President Mwai Kibaki?
Yeah, my name is Philip Arno, Chairman Civil Society Uasin Gishu. Now, on behalf of the residents of Uasin Gishu, we say pole kwa family ya mzee. We remember Mwai Kibaki in two things. One, as for farmers, we really thank him because he's the one who put down the price of fertilizer. And two, he bought our maize on a very good note at 3,000. He had come to State House here in Eldoret, and the farmers went to visit him. And he said, when the farmers said they wanted to buy the maize to be bought at 3,000, he bought. And lastly, Mr. Kibaki, when he came to Moi Barracks, he met people along the road. Then he was asking why are people standing? Then he was told the youth do not have a job. Then from there we are told that is when he started the border, and that's why the young men were really employed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And here we have a relatively young man. How do you remember the former late President Mwai Kibaki?
First of all, my name's Nelson Marauni. I'm born here. Kibaki, first of all, I remember him for the infrastructure, especially in Nairobi. If you go there, if you have never been into outside the country, if you go to Nairobi, it's like another country. Especially the Thika Superhighway, it is a very good road. And infrastructure again, if you go to Nyanza, it's the same. If you go to other areas, even in Central and even in Western, most of them were involved and they were brought up during the Kibaki regime. So I remember him in that thing of infrastructure, and that is the main thing that I can remember with him.
And what about free primary education? Were you a beneficiary?
Yeah, in fact, I was the first one among the beneficiaries. So I'm a Kibaki even. So I remember him also on free primary education, and that has opened up minds of many youths in Kenya, and also elderly people. They were also brought back to school, and we saw that through the free primary education, and we hope the next president may even go further and put it even to high school level, so that even when you come from primary school, you go to secondary school freely, so that we can have many people with big brains, and so that we can put the country ahead again, and we get back to our good normal things and make Kenya great again.
Thank you so much. Here we have another resident. Kindly sir, tell us your name and how do you remember the late President Mwai Kibaki?
I'm Mr. James Chepkonga from Uasin Gishu. Mimi ni mkaaji wa hapa, na haswa ninatoka sehemu za Kerio Valley kule Marakwet. Namkumbuka, nasema pole kwanza kwake kwa mheshimiwa mstaafu Kibaki, kusema pole kwa Wakenya, jamii yake na sisi wote. Namkumbuka Kibaki sana kuwa niliattend mkutano wake kule Kerio Valley siku moja wakati kulikuwa na vita ya cattle rustlers. Alipoingia kule Tot, akasema ya kwamba angependa kuona vita ama mtu yoyote ambaye anachukua ng'ombe ya mwenzake. Tangu siku hiyo sijaona vita for the last 11 years wakati wa regime yake. Ningeomba mwenye atateuliwa ama atachaguliwa kama rais wa 5 katika nchi hii aweze kurejesha amani na aweze kuona ya kuwa wakaaji wote wa taifa la Kenya wamepata amani na nchi iweze kuendelea. Asante.
Asante sana. Can tell us your name?
Yeah, I'm
and
a presidential candidate.
Your name, sir?
I contested with him.
Yeah. Very interesting. Here we have a presidential candidate who contested
this time
him.
I'm in the debate.
Your name, sir, and can tell us.
I'm Nixon Kukubo Jeremiah. I come from Bungoma. Actually, I recognize Mwai Kibaki as my friend because I contested with him 2007. Many can remember. They used to call Kibaki and they called me Kukubo also the same. So I think we were on the same level by that time.
And in your interactions, Mr. Kukubo, with your relation with Kibaki, how was it?
It was very, very fine. Kibaki was the best man. He could not bother maybe following these things of discriminations. No, Kibaki was perfect. Yeah, I recognize him.
Thank you so much and for this opportunity. And those are just the views of the residents here in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County, how they interacted with the former late President Mwai Kibaki. And I've had the privilege to speak to a very famous man, Nixon Kukubo Jeremiah, who contested with President Mwai Kibaki in the 2007 general elections. And that is it from now from Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County. Back to you, Julians.